This begins the broadcast day for station KSAL in Salina, Kansas. KSAL operates on a frequency of 1,500 kilocycles with a power of 250 watts as assigned by the Federal Communications Commission.
And that's how it all started on Wednesday, June the 16th, 1937, the day of KSAL's grand opening. Hello, I'm Ken Jennison, and I started as a copywriter here at KSAL in 1949 and became general manager in 1964. Join me as we look at the past 75 years to see what has made NewsRadio 1150 Salina's most enduring radio station and one of the most highly regarded radio stations in Kansas. The small station at 1500 didn't last long, however. In 1940, under the aggressive leadership of KSAL's founder, R.J. Labengar, president of both the station and the Salina Journal, KSAL moved to 1120 with an increased power of 1,000 watts. Our new power qualified KSAL for affiliation with the Mutual Network, giving us access to Mutual's national and international news resources and dozens of outstanding entertainment programs.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
The Green Hornet. The adventures of Sergeant Preston and his wonder dog, Yukon King, as they meet the challenge of the Yukon.
Now, Gangbusters, presented in cooperation with police and federal law enforcement departments throughout the United States.
This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
From the beginning, KSAL was a quality operation, much nicer and more professional than you would expect in a Kansas town of 21,000 inhabitants. KSAL installed the finest Western electric equipment and hired a talented staff of musicians and announcers. In addition, scores of area entertainers were engaged to the great delight of KSAL listeners.
The Kansas Star Sweethearts sing, May I Never Love Again. May I never love again.
The Salina Seed Company presents Dad Gooch and the Feedlot Boys.
The production and transcription of this special Christmas greeting was under the supervision of Alfred M. Thompson, musical director of radio station KSAL in Salina, Kansas. Your announcer is Jack Horner. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
In 1941, we moved again to our permanent frequency of 1150 kilocycles. Also, that year, just weeks before the United States entered World War II, KSAL teamed up with the local Coca-Cola bottling company to promote a new mutual show called Spotlight Bands.
The Coca-Cola Company puts the spotlight on the band. Tonight, the spotlight holds in its golden beam the band that made the best-selling record in the land, as tabulated by our latest nationwide survey of retail record sales figures. Now, folks, you just can't go wrong when you hear that theme song. Everybody knows that for tonight's Spotlight champion, the band that's sitting way up on top of the music world is your Moonlight Serenader, Glenn Miller. Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Then, on Sunday, December the 7th, in 1941, this announcement came over the Mutual Network.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this important bulletin from the United Press. Flash, Washington. The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Mutual News and our Associated Press wire kept KSAL listeners informed with up-to-the-minute war news from both Europe and the Pacific. KSAL News reported on activities at Salina's Smoky Hill Air Force Base and even did live broadcasts of bands playing for dances at nearby Camp Phillips. Thursday, April the 12th, 1945, was a sad day for the nation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Fulton Lewis, Jr. speaking from the Mutual Studios in New York City. This nation has suffered this day a staggering loss. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the first president to be elected for 4 terms in the White House, has passed away.